Hello and welcome to the SNA podcast. I'm your host Alex, and this week's guest is my co-host Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hi,
How you
nice to
doing,
meet
mate?
you.
You okay?
Yeah, good.
Good, man. Good. So we'll get straight into it. This week's episode is going to be about the Euros. Just talking about the Euros as a whole, and also talking about which Tottenham players
Yeah.
had a good Euros, which had a bad Euros. So let's start. Ibrahim, who do you support, by the way?
I've been supporting Italy.
Italy.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
what
yeah.
about what about a club team? Which club team do you support? Like
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Um, right. So that's cool. We'll start by discussing the Euros as a whole, then, shall we? Before we talk about Tottenham individual, and we'll talk a little bit about Bayern Munich's players as well, if you want.
yeah,
So the Euros as a whole, what have you thought about the Euros as a whole?
yeah. Impressive. Absolutely
Yeah,
impressive. Some fantastic games. Some shocking games. Yeah. Um, yeah. England reached to the final. Finally.
finally after 55 years,
Yeah,
1966, the last time we got to a final. I mean, um, everybody that's not English wants us to lose, but everybody that is English is just having the best time at the moment. So I'm just hoping we can get the job done tomorrow. Obviously, you'll be supporting Italy, as you said, but I'm hoping that we get the job done. So what players would you say you've been impressed by the most at the Euros? I'll start by
yeah.
nice one.
And Raheem
Anybody else?
Sterling. Yeah, Raheem Sterling. Wow,
Raheem
he's
Sterling,
been
yeah,
massive.
yeah. He's been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people were doubting him going into the tournament, thinking that he's not had a good season for Man City in
Yeah,
particular, so it won't be good. But he's probably alongside maybe Jordan Pickford and maybe John Stones. I'd say England
yeah.
player of the tournament. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. He has played a part in pretty much every single goal scored in this tournament. Um, yeah, and what about any Italian players that you've been particularly impressed by?
Um, the defense.
Yeah,
Before the knock.
the flying left back been brilliant. Unfortunately, got injured. I think
Yeah,
was it injured
sadly.
in the quarter final. So obviously he won't be playing in the final, unfortunately. But yeah, he's been phenomenal. Another couple of Italian players that I've been impressed by, Chiellini, Bonucci, the two centre backs. I
Yeah,
think Chiesa has been fantastic when he's been called upon. Locatelli in the early part of the tournament was brilliant. I think Verratti's been they've all been pretty good. The goalkeeper Donnarumma, I think he's been brilliant. So yeah, I think Italy have been a real. I thought they might do okay in the tournament, but I didn't think they'd particularly get to the final, especially with like France and
yeah.
Belgium.
I
But
was shocked.
yeah,
I didn't expect them to reach to the final because they didn't even reach to the World Cup.
I know they
So
didn't
yeah,
qualify
it's
for the
kind
World
of
Cup, did they?
weird.
Yeah, so I think this is like Mancini's like redemption mission for
Yeah,
Italy, like getting them back on track where they need to be. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. Even if we lose tomorrow, they can still
yeah.
go away proud, thinking that they've done a great job, which they have done, and they'll be in really good shape for the World Cup next year. So, are you Italian yourself, or are you
No.
where do you
Um,
where do you come from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from Oman. Yeah,
So same place, right? Okay, same place,
yeah.
right? Okay, nice one. So let's move on to some other teams. So, well, in general, what's been your favourite match of the tournament?
100% France against Switzerland.
Yeah,
Wonderful game. Yeah,
brilliant game. Mbappe missing the penalty.
yeah.
Yeah,
From all people, he should miss it. Wow.
I know. I mean, I can say this now. It might sound a bit weird, but like I kind of knew he was going to miss the penalty because he's had such a poor tournament that it's just
Yeah,
I knew he was going to miss it, sort of thing. Like, he just didn't look particularly confident running up to the ball. He was like the sixth taker in the list as well. I don't know why he's not going first, but yeah, what a miss, yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
That I think that elimination when France went out, I think that opened the door for like England and Italy to get through. Because I think France may have gone to the final if they'd have
Yeah.
got through. So yeah, that's probably been the elimination of the tournament. I mean, who's been your player of the tournament? Like the best player?
Well, I don't know. There've been lots of great players. I think Cristiano Ronaldo, if he reached to the final, he was surely the best. But yeah.
Ronaldo, yeah, he's got a few goals, didn't he? When the tournament first started, but obviously he was unable to get his country through in the round of 16 game. But for me, my player of the tournament, this might sound a bit biased coming from a Tottenham fan, but my player of the tournament is honestly Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I think he's been absolutely phenomenal. You'll know about him as a Bayern fan because he used to play for Bayern. I just think considering the circumstances that Denmark were in with the unfortunate Eriksen thing at the start, I think he's been a leader in that team. I think he's played so well in every game. I think he's given it 100% every game. Even in that semi-final when Denmark, apart from the free kick, let's be honest, they weren't really the best.
Yeah. What's the finish?
I think England dominated that game for a lot of the game. But even in that semi-final, I think Højbjerg was fantastic in that game. So, yeah, for me, my player of the tournament would be Højbjerg. And you're saying Cristiano. I mean, that's a good shout as well. Or should we talk a little bit about how we think tomorrow's final is going to go? I mean, Italy, England, big final, big game. You're supporting Italy. I'm supporting England. How do you think
I think it will end up in penalties, honestly.
Penalties, yeah, penalties.
Yeah.
That'll be nervous if it goes to penalties.
Yeah.
What do you think the score will be in the 90 minutes? Do you think it'll be 1-1, 2-1? What do you think?
I think it's gonna be 0-0 because both have fantastic defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. So Ibrahim is
they all sit back. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think they'll all just sit back. Both will be careful. Don't attack. Both won't attack that much. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, in a final, it's obviously it's important not to lose, isn't it? But yeah, so let's see how that goes. So obviously I think we'll just have to wait and see before we say anything about that. I mean, it's hard to call at the moment. So we'll move on to obviously this is a Tottenham podcast mainly. So let's move on to Tottenham players at the Euros if you don't mind, Ibrahim. I know you're a Bayern fan, but with this being a Tottenham
in the Premier League, I support Tottenham. Yeah.
Oh, in the Premier League, support Tottenham, right? That's cool. Then we can talk about that. So, what Tottenham players do you think have been good at the Euros? I know there's not been many, but I'd say Harry Kane and Højbjerg have been the main two for Tottenham.
Yeah. I think Harry Kane, if he started it very well, he could have been one of the best players in the tournament. But he can still bag that golden boot. So yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I think he's on 4 goals at the moment, and the top scorer has 5, so he'd need to score 2 tomorrow, really, to claim that.
Yeah, I think he can.
I think he can. I think it'll be difficult for him because obviously he's up against Chiellini and Bonucci, who've got the experience, especially in big games, but we'll see. I'm just trying to think of what the Tottenham players played at this tournament. I mean, Harry Kane, Højbjerg, can you think of any others?
Gareth Bale. But he's not a Tottenham player now, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Wales, Ben Davies, Joey Roden. What do you think of those guys, Bale and Davies?
Yeah, Joe Roden, I think he's been sensational. I think he will be in the starting lineups week in, week out in Spurs one day. He's a massive talent, brilliant player, yeah.
He is. He is. I think he should have played more last season for Tottenham, especially considering the two centre backs we had weren't very good last season. Eric Dyer and Alderweireld or Sanchez didn't have the best season. So, yeah, I think Joey Roden needs to start most games next season, whether that be in the back three or in the back court or in the back five, whatever it is. He needs to start. But I think for Wales, I think representing Tottenham, I think he's been really good. I think Ben Davies had a decent tournament as well. I think Wales had a good tournament in general as well. And then Gareth Bale, obviously. I just wish we could have got Gareth Bale for another season. What do you think?
What?
Sorry, because we had Gareth Bale on loan last season.
I think they should take him for another season, yeah.
Yeah, you think that?
He's been massive in the last a couple of games, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mystery to me why he wasn't starting every game.
Yeah.
Because, like, I understand he's got injuries and whatever, but, like,
yeah.
When he's fit, he needs to start because he's still, in my opinion, a world-class player. So,
yeah.
Like, I don't know why when you've got a world-class player, you paid him like £250,000 a week or £300,000 a week, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why he's not starting every game. But yeah, for Wales at this tournament, he's been good. He set up a couple of goals.
He's been good, yeah.
Yeah, against Switzerland, I think it was. So,
yeah.
So yeah, he's
amazing
been good.
to assist, yeah.
Yeah. Any other players you can think of for Tottenham at the tournament? There's not. I know there's not been many.
Toby Alderweireld.
Yeah, Alderweireld. Yeah, Belgium.
He's been good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been good. I think that Belgium defence is, well, if we want to include Vertonghen in that as well because he's a former Tottenham player.
Yeah.
That Belgium defence is quite old now. I think it needs a refresh. I don't know whether they're going to get the players.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the age of the defence, like Alderweireld is like 31, 32. Vertonghen's like 34, something like that, and Grandma's like 36. So like,
yeah.
I think Alderweireld sort of carried that defence a little bit, but it was decent. Yeah, it was decent. I think that was it for Tottenham players at the Euros, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it. But
the main two were Horpiega and Harkane, definitely.
Okay, yeah. Javier, as we said, Javier was brilliant. Kane, has been decent. I mean, he'll still get you goals. I mean, I don't know why people were doubting him at the Euros. I mean, I know he got off to a bit of a slow start, but like, still he'll get you goals. So
I think if he wins the Euros and gets the top scorer, he could get the Ballon d'Or.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The season he's had in the Premier League, I think he can.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of competition, but I think he can. I think it's quite an outside shout. I don't think he will, but I think he's definitely a candidate. If you're giving it to Lewandowski or you're giving it to like Messi, Hurricane's got to be a candidate for Ballon d'Or.
If Messi doesn't win the Copa America and Hurricane wins the Euros, he's a huge nominee. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, mate. So let's move on then to players that you would sign for Tottenham that played well in these Euros. So I'll kick off. Damsgaard from Denmark. I'd try and sign him.
Yeah.
Anybody you can think of that you might want to try and sign?
Maybe Joachim Mayer.
Yeah.
The Denmark player, yeah, he's been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually a really good suggestion. because obviously we need a right back because Aurier might be going. So
Yeah.
I know we've got Doherty, but
Yeah.
we need another right back anyway. So yeah, I think Joachim Maier, is that his name, Maier?
Yeah.
He'd definitely be a good signing. I think another one that'd be a good signing is he's not played much for France at the Euros, but Thuram.
Yeah.
I think for France he's a left winger. So obviously Son's the main player in that position, but as backup to Son, I think Thuram would be a
Yeah.
great signing. Obviously in
Malin
India
also could
didn't play
be.
much, but sorry, yeah.
Malin, the Netherlands
No,
player.
yeah, for Holland, for Netherlands,
Yeah.
the striker, yeah. He'd be a great signing. I mean, the only thing with that
For
is,
the future, yeah.
but yeah, that's a good suggestion. He's only young, he's like 22 or something, 21, 22, 23. The only two things with that is, would he want to play backup to Harry Kane and then the price tag? So I think the price will be like 30, 40 million. And I think
Yeah.
Dortmund or Liverpool are looking at signing him. I think Liverpool are looking at signing him. So, um, yeah, it's a great suggestion. I think definitely we should try and look into doing that. But I think Liverpool might get there before us.
Yeah.
Uh, and finally, another one for me is Renato Sanchez from Portugal.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely sensational player.
brilliant player. He had a really good tournament for Portugal. I know he had like a really great tournament in 2016 when he burst on the
Yeah.
scene. When they won it. But I think he's had a great tournament again. He had a great season with Lille in France, and I think
Yeah.
he had a great tournament with Portugal this time around. And
He's
will,
benched Bruno Fernandes.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, wow. Bruno wasn't great at this tournament, but still to bench Bruno Fernandes is is a big
Yeah.
achievement. So, and I think Lille needs to sell players as well. So I think we could get him for
Yeah.
like maybe 20, 25 million pound. I think that would be a great signing. He's still like 23, 24, 23 maybe, so he's still quite young.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a phenomenal signing. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of anybody else I might try and sign striker
Maybe
wise.
Domenico Berardi,
That
right winger.
yeah, that's a good. Tell you what, Ibrahim, you're coming out with you're making some good suggestions here. Berardi, yeah, for Italy, the right winger. I know we have been interested in signing him. We've been linked with him earlier this window. Or
Yeah.
even now, I don't know whether he's still linked with him now, but
He's not
um,
that old. I thought he was like mid-30s or something. He's 26. Yeah, so yeah.
yeah, that's a good option. I mean, he's a right winger as well, so we need a right winger at
Yeah.
Tottenham. So with Bale going, so I think he'd be a great option. The only thing again, Ibrahim, is price again. Like that's the only thing
Yeah.
that stops it. Is
Mm,
price. But we'll just have to keep an eye on that because I think he will get a
yeah.
move, Berardi. I think he will go somewhere, but I don't know whether it'll be Tottenham. I'm not sure, but we'll just have to keep an eye out. And excuse me. Finally, another one I thought of. Actually, the original player I thought of, I can't remember, but like another one I've just thought of now is Locatelli from Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
everyone wants to sign him. Yeah.
yeah. I know it'll be a
Amazing.
battle to sign him, but yeah. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
If they sign him, oh my god, that would be huge.
It would. It would. I know a club. A lot of clubs want to sign him. Arsenal, Juventus. I don't think he'll go to
Yeah.
Arsenal because he wants to go to Arsenal. But I think he'll go to Juventus. I think.
Yeah.
But we should definitely be looking at trying to sign some Italian players because I know
Yeah.
Paratici, the director of football, he's very keen on Italian players from Serie A. So I think Mike finally, we're gonna have to wrap this up unfortunately, but um, the my dream signing would be Chiesa.
Oh,
I think
wow.
if I could sign anybody from the Euros, it'd be him. Obviously Ronaldo, but like if we're talking semi-realistic players, then Chiesa.
Yeah.
Like I think he's young. You know, he's quick, skillful. He can finish.
Yeah.
He's a right winger. You know, I think the only thing would be tempting him and the price. I just think those would be out of the question. But yeah, if I could sign
Yeah.
anybody, it'd be him definitely. I think he'd fit our team really well. And I think that just about unfortunately concludes the
Yeah.
podcast. Any final thoughts from you, Ibrahim? Anything you want to say?
Your predictions for the final?
Yeah, we ain't done that. Yeah, my predictions for the final. If I'm being non-biased, I'm gonna say, it's so tough. Part of me does think England will win it, but I think it'll be 2-1 Italy after extra time. So I think Italy
You
will
don't
just.
think England will win it?
No, part of me does. Part of me wants England. Obviously, I want England to win it, but like, if I'm being realistic, I think Italy might just edge it 2-1
I
extra
wouldn't
time.
mind if England win it.
No, obviously, I'd love England to win it. That'd be fantastic. But
All English players will get the Phil Foden trim, yeah.
yeah, the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blonde. Yeah. I might. I might. No. I won't do. I've already got blonde hair. No. Yeah. So I think 2-1 Italy after extra time, and you're saying
Yeah.
0-0 and penalties.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win it? Do you think Italy or England?
I think Italy will win it.
Italy.
Donnarumma is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go then. Right. The predictions are in. We'll come back to this podcast tomorrow night after the game and we'll see who's right. Thank you, Ibrahim, for joining at such short notice. I
It's been a
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, me and Wakas, we appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. So that wraps up another episode of the SNA podcast.